Okay, so we set out to map some of the data feeds that have been presented over the weekend, with the intent of giving people something which they could use during the event of flooding to help with recovery efforts afterwards, and also be able to look at the data historically in a visual form. So, quite similar to some of the other things we've seen. We really set out to try and improve the article as possible and give people something that they can see and understand how they can take it forward by bringing more and more data feeds in. So what we ended up doing is we spun up an instance of a machine in Azure and put a React database on that. And then we started writing some ingest processes in Python which take JSON feeds as CSV historic data, push them into this React database. We're using GeoJSON, is that the right format?
GeoJSON, yeah.
GeoJSON to make sure that all of the geographical points information is marked up correctly.
So with that you can get points and
these ingests running. We're hoping to get a few more running, but we've got some. And then we built a process which can take that and present it based on a query from our front end. And then Adrian's been building what we can see on the screen, which can pass that for the data. So we managed to get something working end to end, just. And Adrian kind of
there are a couple of minor bugettes in it where it doesn't quite like showing floods and tweets at the same time. So there you go, there's the tweet, and then you can zoom out and it will pick up the tweets for the bounding box that you're in. We haven't given much thought to the efficiency of writing these things. As you can imagine, there's probably quite a lot of come back at sometimes. We pulled in a traffic cam feed with the intention of being able to look at that and put the traffic cam actually in there. That's stage 2. I think there's some kind of restrictions on pulling the image down from the traffic cams that would need some headers sending, but we can do that. The idea is you'd be able to click on there and see the tweet, except that was broken because I broke it.
The tweets was the data that was brought in, which we filtered based on content that looked like it was to do with flooding or water of some sort. There's a few things in there that aren't quite to do with flooding, but
So all of our stuff was pre-processed into GeoJSON format, which basically describes features with a few other attributes, like a feature with a geometry and a type. We can add extra attributes into that to pull them out when you click on the map layers. I did play with the OSM layer as well because there are licensing issues with OSM and Google, but the Google API is just so much simpler to work with at this point for somebody who's vaguely familiar with it. The one that's really nice is the flood one, but that won't play nicely with tweets, unfortunately. I think I can do that way around though. Or maybe not, no. It's got some bug somewhere I haven't found yet. So if we go for flood, it'll then map the polygons for the floods. So, like any other GeoJSON feature, it just has a geometry, it has a point, or it has a polygon, and it's simple as that. These are all taken from lots of different timescales. So,
actually, this specifically is Boxing Day.
Was that Boxing Day?
Yeah, these are the flood areas that there are alerts for during Boxing Day, and that's taken from the Environment Agency's website. It's a CSV file that you can parse. So we parsed all that, and yeah, that's Boxing Day. I suppose there's not more alerts. But we also parse the current flood alerts. You won't see anything today because it's not ready.
For
once, yeah.
So the final other thing we did was this idea of the feedback loop of actually doing something saying, help, I'm here, or I'm here and I can help. I didn't get much further than doing the help, I'm here one, but the idea is, help, I've got wet feet, and you put your message in, and that will then log it on there. And so people can then see that. We're not actually sending it back to the server at this point in time, but again, because that's just been created as another GeoJSON object, we can just post that straight back into the data store and it becomes part of the data store.
So I could link into mobile phones, you could have people saying, oh, that guy there wants some help, I'm within half a mile, I'll run you down there and help him move that caravan out of his garden.
So hopefully that kind of shows the art of what's possible by bringing these things together. I think the value comes when you add more and more stuff in. So river level data could be represented in real time. We wanted to also include the traffic information, things like road closures on there. So if you're going to try and help out, you don't plan a route that's going to take you to the wrong side of the river or anything like that, or the wrong side of the floodplain. And we think that there's other initiatives out there to try and coordinate people helping. A lot of people seem to use things like Facebook pages. There's potential there to integrate them, so you can maybe bring posts onto an action group Facebook page directly onto the map. If people tagged with, say, postcodes or things, then you can pass that and you can actually locate that on the map. So what we're trying to show here really is this, an architecture where you can bring it all together, proof of concept, so we can take that forwards.
Because ultimately it's just either points or it's polygons with data attached. That data can be anything can represent in JSON. So it's flexible and it's live data and historic. So the long-term thing was to maybe do a time-lapse so you can see things developing as well. A little slider. So across Christmas Boxing Day.
Well, so first of all, thanks very much. What you've been able to build in a day basically is significant, and I know the guys at Bradford were really interested in taking this back and showing what could be done, and I guess we need to follow up with that.
Yeah, it's all very modular, so we appreciate that lots of people want to use the data in different ways, and maybe they're not interested in how we visualised it, but the ingest code is all Python. It's going to be on a GitLab account, I think it is. But you can take that and go, okay, well that's how I get the environment agency data into my database.
And is that you put that in a hack card?
It would be on the hack card.
Brilliant. Thanks very much. Okay. Next.